God bless.
Well, Vlach, I can see there's plenty of interest in the competition. When does the shooting start?
I'm getting too old for this, kidder. I can do without all the hubble shoe, you know. Them yummy yakkers today, they've got no sense. Fuck it.
Hold on. What happened?
They ran out of beer, so the guild cut the evening meeting short, and old Linhart went home early. He stumbled upon Tess and Anton, and our blockhead takes off running and hurts his arm.
What? He got hurt? And what about the competition? How will he wind up his crossbow?
Well, that's just the thing. So our kid of Bukovets will have to shoot with bugger all chance of winning.
He doesn't know how to shoot.
Nowhere near like Caspar, nor you.
But I'm not a yakker.
Who fucking cares? We'll vouch for you. Henry will give you half of the winnings on top if you gang there in Anton's place. All right. You'll get twice as much. You shoot better than all of us together anyways. So what you say?
Fine. I'll do it.
Ah, thanks, kidder. The tourney's about to start, so away, man. Time's wasting.
Let's get to it. I'll show them how to shoot.
Godspeed, sonny.
What kind of snipper-snapper are you, eh? You don't look like a yakker.
I came to compete. I'm shooting for the striped Tonys.
Aye, you're that new fella from Vlach. He already told me Anton is out. So, snipper-snapper, I hope you don't embarrass them. Good luck. You know the rules.
Better explain it all to me.
Naturally, as is your right. The miner's popinjay is shot with a light crossbow, and the aim is to shoot down more straw birds than your opponents do. Whoever hits the bird first gets the hit, so you have to be fast and accurate. Your opponents will be Jörg Preng of All Saints and Henslin Ebner, the best shooter in Kuttenberg. Do you need to ken anything else?
And what if I don't have a light crossbow?
Fortunately, our renowned workshop here will be more than happy to lend you one.
I know everything I need. Let's go and shoot.
That's right. Everything is ready, bets made, and folk getting impatient. So what are we waiting for? Let the miners' tournament begin.
A right besom that was. I've never seen the like. Losing such a lead in a match. That's something.
Look, Vlach, leave me alone, all right? If Anton hadn't fucked up, he could have shown off himself.
Only you said you knew how to shoot.
You're the one who said I had to get you out of a mess.
Christ, I'd no idea it'd end up like this. Yeah, you read about one thing. You're a bonny lad. You stood behind us and I value that. even if the shooting match went to hell. Here, take this, so you know the striped Tonys know what the help is worth.
Fine. Thanks, and Godspeed.
Blessings upon you, Henry. Godspeed.
How can I help you?
I hear you're having some problems with the city council.
Has word got round already? Oh, wonderful.
What's going on?
The leeches have run out of ideas who to bleed dry, so they've come up with a new tax on us.
What tax?
The clean tax, they call it. One bathhouse in Kuttenberg will be chosen that won't have to pay into the city coffers. The official municipal bathhouse, they're going to call it. But they'll slap the clean tax on the rest of us and bleed us dry.
How much will the tax be?
A lot more than I can afford. I already have to think twice before spending a single groschen, and every extra cost will only make it worse. I'll have to close down before the first snows.
Do you already know which baths they'll choose? As a municipal bathhouse? Couldn't it be yours?
I'd have to be friends with the councillors for them to vote for me. But do you know who has votes for sure?
Adam, I'd reckon.
That's right. And when he gets special status, I'll be ruined by the tax and have to close.
It almost sounds like that's no accident.
You find it fishy as well, eh?
Do you think he's behind it?
He couldn't do something like this on his own. But he does have one special customer. Councillor Jerome Naz. That man has half the council under his thumb, and Adam treats him like a king. The best girls, the best wine, and he's never had to pay a single groschen, believe me.
So Adam is buying him?
Exactly. And I bet he was the one who came up with the clean tax. Extra coin. No councillor will say no to that.
Is there anything we can do?
I don't know. These last days, I've been trying to persuade at least some councillors to vote for me. But without Naz's supporters, it won't do me much good.
How many of them promised to vote for you?
A few. But even those are not certain. The leeches are happy to take your coin and promise you the world. But how they'll vote, only God knows.
Well, what if this Naz had a nasty experience in Adam's bathhouse? Maybe he and Adam wouldn't be so close anymore.
That might not be a bad idea. If he thought they couldn't care less about him, maybe he'd give my bathhouse a try.
Right. So what are we going to do to him?
I'd try asking the wenches at Adams. They're bound to know the councillor's likes and dislikes.
Right. I'll try to spoil his day somehow.
Thanks very much. It's wonderful you're willing to help. But please, don't leave it too long. It's not long till the council meets, and I need to win over those votes before then.
Christ, pardon me.
I'm sorry.
They had two collections just like it already.
How can I help you, stranger?
What's new?
Nothing much.
Where can I find my room?
The guest rooms are upstairs.
Lime, scaffolding, and 20 men working around. Keep close to the others.
Good people, refrain from sin. Satan is going round our city, and the only defense is piety and virtue. Especially in these times, we have to heed the commandments, because there are monsters among us. Godless swine. Who am I talking about?
Maybe if you...
Do you get a lot of German merchants here?
We used to, from all over the place, but mainly Lausitz. But there ain't so many these days. Unfortunately.
How come?
I don't know, but it's a pity. Merchants tend to have bulging purses. They'll come back, though. But there's one who ain't stopped coming. Udo, he's called. But that's all I can tell you about him. He ain't interested in our... services.
He just drinks here.
Drinks and plays dice. Almost every evening.
Thanks.
You're welcome. But stick around and spend some coin. So I ain't telling you this for nothing.
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin. I heard he sometimes comes here.
Aye, he turns up now and again. The louse. The bastard's ruining my business. 2 of my customers refused to come here again after he robbed them one night.
That's not very nice. And you wouldn't have some idea where I might find Goatskin, would you? I reckon it'd suit you if he packed it in.
You bet it would. But if I knew where to find him, I'd wring his neck myself. That bitch Mary's bound to know, though. She denies it, but we all know she's walking out with him.
I thought you bathhouse girls stuck together. What have you got against Mary?
There's a limit to everything. As soon as you mess with someone's livelihood, You ain't no sister to anyone. She can marry that cripple for all I care, but when he robs our guests and ruins our reputation, she should grab him by the balls herself and... Oh, never mind.
Is that all you know about Goatskin?
Ain't that enough for you? I'm not here to know stuff, in case you hadn't realised.
Thanks then. I'll be off.
If you find him, give him a slap from me.
Do you know Councillor Naz? I heard he comes here from time to time.
A councillor? I don't think so. But try asking Mary. She serves the nobles.
Which one is she?
You'll know her when you see her. She ain't the youngest. She's bound to be around here somewhere.
I'll ask. Thanks.
I'll be with you.
The Lord be with you. What do you need?
Do you know Jerome Naz?
Naz?
The councillor?
Aye, he's the one we had to change the tub for. I know who he is.
Why did he change his tub?
I'm sorry, but I'm not allowed to talk about it. It was a terrible disaster.
You can tell me. Councillor Naz sent me to check up on things here.
Uh-huh. And he didn't tell you what happened here?
No. He said I'd find out everything here. I'm supposed to measure it and, well, check it.
Right. If that's what Councillor Naz wants.
What happened to the tub?
We had these fleas. Like, lots of them.
Oh, I see.
It was terrible. We had to scrub the bathhouse top to bottom and wash or burn everything. And Councillor Naz found out and wanted his tub changed. Said he wouldn't use one that was crawling with fleas.
What did Naz say about the fleas? Was he angry?
Adam talked to him about it, but I could hear him ranting and raving. I heard he threatened to take his custom elsewhere and said the whole city council would turn against us. And we all got it in the neck from Adam and all.
How did the fleas get in here?
Most likely some beggar broke in one night and partook of the bathhouse services. He left some flea-ridden rags lying about, and all of a sudden they were everywhere.
One rag is enough to infest the whole bathhouse.
You can't get rid of them.
Interesting. Where is the new tub?
Where the old one used to be, upstairs. But it's got new curtains now, made from this lovely embroidered fabric. And we put this nice cupboard next to it, where Councillor Naz's towels, bath hose, wine goblets, and all that stuff are kept.
I see Adam really pampers him.
Aye, he does. He's our best customer.
Thanks. That's all I need to know.
Are you going to check the tub then?
Well, I can see you take excellent care of the councillor, so it won't be necessary. Bye for now.
Magic hands, you say? What else do you like about me?
Well, you've got pretty eyes.
Oh?
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin. You haven't heard of him by any chance?
There's plenty of fellas come to me looking to see some skin, but you're the first who wants goat skin. I've heard the name, though. He's some vagabond who hangs around the Black Horse, ain't he?
Aye, that's him. Any idea where I might find him?
I don't mix with his sort, so I reckon I can't help you. I could help you with other things, though. Go and see Madame Beata, and we can come to an arrangement.
I heard Councillor Naz is one of your customers. Is that true?
Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. I can't share our secrets with you, can I?
You can tell me. I could tell right away you have important duties here, and that you'd know about an honoured guest like Naz.
Well, It's true, I'm the only one allowed to prepare him wine. Nobody else is allowed to even touch his barrel.
He has his own special drink.
Special and expensive. Adam gets it from... Actually, I don't know where he gets it from, but it's from somewhere far away. I secretly tasted it once, and it was...
Horrible?
I suppose my tongue isn't refined enough.
Is Naz's wine stored properly? If it's so precious, it'd be a shame if it's spoiled.
It's kept in the pantry with the other casks, but this one stands on these tall legs. Adam's afraid of it splashing on the floor when it's being poured, or something.
Oh, that makes sense, if it's so precious. Is there anything Naz doesn't like? Something you're forbidden from doing?
Doesn't like? I don't know.
He's never complained about anything? Never been unhappy about something?
Oh, he can't stomach herbs, actually. I recently brought some chamomile brew to his bath to give him a compress on his eyes. But the drunk Burke drank it when I wasn't looking. He came out in nasty rashes. Horrible it was.
Chamomile, you say? Interesting. I'll have to go now. But thanks. You've been a great help.
What with?
That's not important.
Pleased to be of service, you man of mystery. See you later.
Greetings, my friend.
I'm looking for some flea-ridden rags, or something like that. Do you know where I could find some?
No, I don't. And it's shitty of you to suggest that just because someone's down on his luck, he must be covered in fleas.
But I didn't mean it like that.
I don't care how you meant it. Fuck off!
Or was it in the sky as well?
That calf of ours made me this.
Because of their superior swordsmanship. Come and let the Kutenberg sword fight.
Welcome. What can I do for you? Farewell.
Careful!
Empty pockets and a whole lot of gossip.
The big city. There's no place like it.
Oh, you good.
A blessed morning to you. We're now.
We're open. Good morning. Come and buy our fresh wares.
We've got enough for everyone.
Be careful.
I'd like to Is this...
You won't... Sehr gut. I can agree.
My respect.
Blues, cleaners. You all right, kidder?
Cottage cheese!
You found it somewhere?
Nah, it's a girl.
God be with you.
God bless you.
Be careful.
God be with
Christ, pardon me.
Anything you need.
Wonderful day for a wonderful purchase. Quality goods here.
Good morning.
You wouldn't know where I could find some clothing covered in fleas, would you? Or some rags?
What do you want it for?
I can't tell you.
If you say so. I ain't got nothing like that.
Good people.
You shouldn't be walking around by yourself. Awful things happen here.
G'day. The Butcher Emeram and Master Nicholas from France have founded a sword-fighting brotherhood and will be
The Lord be with you.
Do you know where I could find some flea-ridden rags?
Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. Depends if you're willing to give a poor man some alms.
Here you are. Now talk.
Thank you kindly, young man. We have this encampment in the cobbler's quarter. Take a look there by the wall behind the biggest tent. There's a big pile of rubbish there, but I saw the kind of blanket you need. Covered in fleas, almost indecent it were.
Thanks. I'll take a look.
Stay close to the others.
I'm sorry.
Apples! Juicy apples! Yellow and red! Come and buy some apples! For the love of Christ!
Be careful.
I've already got a lot on my plate.
I'm sorry.
I apologize.
Looks like it, doesn't it?
It sure does. Go on then. How was it?
What can I say? Oh, it's a whole different world compared to this old place. Empty pockets and a hole of gossip.
The big city. There's no place like it.
to the others. It's not safe here.
Be careful.
You silly doggy.
I'm looking for someone.
I went to see him, but he threw me out. And he was surprised.
God be with you. What would you like?
Do you know Jerome Naz? He's a Kuttenberg councillor, and they say he comes here now and again.
Of course I know him. Me and the girls look after him like one of our own.
What services do you give him?
Ooh, wouldn't you like to know? All the girls do their own bit. We make certain Councillor Naz gets the best treatment.
And what do you do?
Wouldn't you like to know? But you need to make it worth my while.
Of course. How much do you want?
Coin won't catch me a husband. But a pretty dress, that might do it.
I'll try to get hold of one.
I look forward to it. See you later.
I apologize.
Just watch where you're going next time.
Word about the... Do you accept?
You'll have to... Ja, finally a... Okay. Das war ein gutes Geschäft, Mann.
I apologize.
Be careful.
Now, the guests aren't happy with you. They say you're too bashful. I'm not some pe- What'll it be?
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin. Do you know him?
Do I know him? That fucker is the bane of our lives. Why are you even looking for an idiot like him?
He knows some things that I'd like to know too.
What would he know? A mangy vagabond?
Do you know where he might be?
How should I know? If I knew, I'd have told Adam long ago. He'd wring the bastard's neck in a trice. Last week alone, he robbed 3 of our customers. All German.
Why does he choose to rob Germans?
A German merchant always has more coin in his purse than a Czech one. Haven't you noticed that?
Could you tell me where exactly he robbed the customers?
Hard to say. You know how it is. Drunk and merry gents who can hardly walk. But it usually happens somewhere near the Black Horse, and in those lanes there. The bastard stays clear of the main streets. For good reason.
Have you got any German customers here now?
What do you think? No, because words got round. Except Udo. He couldn't care less, it seems.
And is Udo here now?
No, it's too early for him. He usually comes later in the evening. I reckon he only comes here when other alehouses kick him out.
Thanks. I'll be going.
You're welcome. And have a word with Adam if you really want to find your goat skin. He's the owner. I reckon he'd be keen to find him too.
Greetings.
Have you got anything good to drink here?
Of course I do, handsome. Would you like some? And then maybe we can have a bit of fun. How about it?
Yeah, I'll have a drink.
Here you go. Cheers.
Oof. That's some strong stuff. What is it?
It'll make you feel real good. But now I'm interested in something else, handsome. How'd you like to have a little fun?
Why not? While I'm here? Only my throat is still burning like hell. Do you know Councillor Naz?
The name don't come to mind, but I ain't been here long, and I don't know all the noblemen yet. You'll have to ask the other girls.
I will. Thanks.
Take care now. Christ! Pardon me.
The Lord gave me eyes, so I used them. Is that such a sin?
I want to ask about that councillor, Jerome.
I know you do, but what about my dress?
I've got a dress for you, just like you wanted.
Oh, lovely. Let's see. Wow, it's gorgeous.
It's all yours. Now, what can you tell me about Naz and his visits?
Of course, it's the same every time. I go upstairs to prepare a bath for him. It can't be too hot or too cold. And then Adam gives me this fragrant oil, and I have to mix that in.
That's some special treatment, isn't it?
We don't do that for anyone else. I hear it's awfully expensive, but only the best for Councillor Naz. Well, that's what Adam says.
I understand.
Well, then he has his bath, eats and drinks and discusses important issues with Adam and the other wealthy guests. And then he usually goes home or stays on with some girl. It depends.
Could you show me the fragrant oil?
I ain't got it. Adam's really careful with it, so he only gives it to me when Councillor Naz comes. Then he locks it up somewhere in his room upstairs.
What does the oil look like? Is it in some pitcher?
No, it's small. A little bottle with a cork. A bit like perfume. Aye, and it's got something painted on it. Colourful flowers like.
What would happen if you broke the little bottle, say, or someone stole it?
Don't say that. Not even as a joke. That would be the death of me. Adam would hit the roof, but Naz would be even more pissed off.
He always asks for it, eh?
Sometimes I wonder if he only comes here because he likes the way the bath smells. He can't stop praising it. It's like it puts him under a spell or something.
Right. I was just curious. But I've got to go now. Thanks for the chat.
Thank you for the dress. See you later.
Careful.
Christ! Pardon me.
Bring me something to eat.
That's rank. Ugh.
Damn it! That door's supposed to be closed.
Huh?
Huh? There's nothing here for you. You'd better pay me compensation, you blackguard.
Hold on. Let's talk about this.
You've no business here. Were you trying to steal from us or what? Pay up, or I will call the guards.
Hang on. I'm sure we can come to some agreement, yeah? I was just fooling around. Nothing against you. I certainly wouldn't want to try anything on a man like you. After all, everyone in these parts wants to be in your good books.
Well, that's true, all right. I'm glad you know it. We'll let it go this time, but next time I won't be so lenient. Out! Let's go! Out! Let's go!
I apologize.
Stink. But money doesn't stink. And happy punters mean more money. But if you don't like it, you can go back to the ditch I found you in.
Don't even think about groping me like last time.
Das würde ich nicht wagen. I wouldn't dare.
I see how you look at me, like a lusty old goat.
Goat? Pff, du läufige Wildsau.
In any case, keep your hands to yourself. You paid for a bath, not for copping a feel.
What if I pay extra? Now get it.
If you pay extra, you can do whatever you like.
And bite to your heart's content.
Everything is in its place. Perfect, Guta. Guns.
Come on. Crawl all over it.
Christ! Pardon me.
Be careful. God is punishing us for our sins.
Good boy. done now? The guests aren't happy with you. They say you're too bashful. I'm not some piece of meat that anyone can grab whenever they want.
Stay.
As long as you're working in my back house, you are a piece of meat. That's what
I'm sorry?
people us. Did I hang up the washing properly? But money doesn't stink. And happy punters mean more money. But if you don't like it, you can go back to the dig.
I'm looking for...
Everyone knows him. He's got a bit of a reputation, and not a good one.
Any idea where I might find him?
Since it's you, I can't tell you where to find him, but I can tell you who he's seeing. The girl's name is Mary. She's worked here longer than any of us.
Thanks.
Take care. Good night.
I won't go to the woods. I won't go to the woods. I won't walk to the woods. Holy shit!
What's wrong, doggy?
I'm just a wee bit tipsy.
Who is it?
Are you really going to make me look for you? And for such a trifle, no less. Right, so which idiot's doing that? Who opened this?
Everything is in its place, thank God. Everything is in its place, thank God.
Everything is in its place. Thank God.
Excuse me?
Come in. You still have us drinking?
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Huh? Hey, what are you doing here? You're not allowed. Leave, or I'll call the... I never want to see you here again without permission. Hey, go away!
Mutt!
Off you go! Leave it. Shoot! Off you go! Leave it. Shoot!
You've no business poking around in people's logs.
Heal!
Christ! Pardon me.
Come here! Stay.
Who's that creeping around?
Right, so which idiot's doing that? Are you really going to make me look for you? And for such a trifle, no less? Huh? Who could have opened it?
Hey, what are you doing here? You're not allowed.
Leave, or I'll call the guards.
What are you messing around with that door for, eh? What are you waiting for? Clear off!
Let's hope he enjoys the herbs.
I apologize.
God grant you health.
Mutt!
My respect.
Careful!
I'm sorry.
I was at Adam's bathhouse.
And how did it go? Tell me.
I asked about Naz, and let's say he won't feel as comfortable there as he used to.
That sounds good. At least he might be willing to talk to me now.
Oh, so I don't forget, I brought you something. This is some precious oil they mix into his bath. He's crazy about it seems. So you can surprise him when he turns up here.
That's great. Thank you.
What are we going to do now? Wait.
Well, there's one more counselor we could get on our side.
Who?
Councillor Tuchmacher. Apparently, some nobleman accused him of swindling his customers, and he has some problems now, or something like that. If you go to him and ask, maybe he'd appreciate some help.
Who is this Tuchmacher? What else do you know about him?
He's a master tailor and draper. He has a shop in Town Hall Street. And he's one of the councillors who's likely to vote for Adam. He was always a bastard.
You know each other?
It depends on what you mean. We had a bit of a row some years back, and he's pissed off with me. I'd never have thought that moron would be on the council.
What about the other councillors? Have you spoken to any?
I've given bribes and promised favors, but nothing is certain. Unless Naz is eating out of the palm of my hand, we need every vote we can get.
All right. I'll go and see him and find out what's up.
Oh, and when I said we had a bit of a row, maybe it'd be best not to say I sent you. He might not take kindly to it.
All right. Don't worry.